Media-generated images of the female body, the harms that can come from media's lies. Females in the media today. In this day and age, the media has played a huge role in generating images of the female body. For the most part, the images that media promotes is unattainable and displays women as mere objects of desire to the public eye. Because of media's generated images of females and their bodies, women feel as though they must live up to the expectations that are essentially unattainable. This is so out of reach that even the women in these sources of media cannot maintain such a high standard of perfection, as their image is often manipulated to make them appear flawless. Women go to such great lengths to mimic these fraudulent physical attributes that can ultimately lead them towards lack of self-esteem, anorexia, and drug addiction. Lack of self-esteem. The celebrities that women idolize on magazine covers or in movies can cause women to be rather uncomfortable in their own skin. According to a study done by beauty brand Dove Research, 1,000 women were questioned on how the beauty industries have negatively impacted their lives. Over 40% felt that advertisements made them feel self-conscious about their appearance. 28% felt inadequate. 20% felt less confident. A startling 95% of female Dove consumers want to see real women in advertisements rather than manipulated images. Because of the increased lack of self-esteem, women try to match the appearance of celebrities. Some are willing to invest thousands of dollars in plastic surgery in order to obtain an image they believe to be perfect. Not only is it financially costly, but also detrimental to one's own health. It's normal for women to refuse food, which can lead to anorexia, which could result in death. Anorexia. Women refuse to eat in order to look like their favorite celebrities. Like I said, women are led to believe that models and celebrities actually look like the ways they are portrayed in the media. In reality, most cover girls' bodies are morphed to display a more fit physique. Our female culture, especially those of the younger demographic, are naive to this. According to a study done by the National Eating Disorder Organization, 20 million women suffer from the extreme eating disorders. This study will go on to say that by the age of 6, girls begin to worry about their weight. Health consequences of anorexia. Slow heart rate and blood pressure, reduction of bone density, muscle loss and weakness, dehydration leading to kidney failure, and the worst possible consequence, death. Because the media portrays a very unrealistic vision of beauty, our culture is feeding false hope to our female population. Females actually believe that it is possible to look like the woman in the media, therefore making them more likely to face the consequences that come with pursuing this fabricated beauty. Drug addiction. Women who lack self-esteem and hate their physical appearance can resort to drug addiction. Most commonly abused drugs and celebrities that feel the pressure of maintaining an image are Adderall, Concerta, and other ADHD stimulants. Studies show that in the past 10 years there has been an increase in stimulant use by 264% in women between the ages of 20 and 44. The abuse of these such stimulants leads to a loss of appetite, which results in severe weight loss. Drug addiction continued. Cocaine is another widely abused drug by women in hopes of losing weight to attain that perfect body that is perceived throughout the media these days. Cocaine limits one's own body's ability to store fat, thus making it a leading drug for women in media to abuse to get that perfect figure. This is a once contestant of America's Top Model, Jen Strauss, before and after she became addicted to drugs. Miss Strauss resorted to drugs when she could no longer take the competitive lifestyle of a job based entirely on one's own beauty. Not only is media's generated image of the female body affecting the well-being of those who desire to look like the woman on the front cover, but it is also affecting the models as well. Models and celebrities are constantly putting their looks to the test. They compete against each other, sometimes causing them to take extreme measures and gaining an advantage by refusing to eat or experimenting with drugs. Sex sells. Sexualization of women happens when a female's worth comes only from her sexual appeal and or behavior, in which all other characteristics are excluded. With the recent growth of technology, sexualized images have increased as more media content exists. This leads to increased exposure and pressure on young girls. The consequences of sexualization of girls in media today are very real and are likely to be a negative influence on girls' healthy development. By undermining a woman's confidence and making her feel dissatisfied with her body, this can result in negative self-image, leading to a lack of self-esteem, depression, anorexia, and drug abuse. If you don't believe us when we tell you a model's image is often distorted, here's a popular video that shows the amount of enhancements producers make to a woman's body. As you can see, the woman who began this shoot and the woman who ended this shoot looked entirely different. Producers used tactics such as increasing the length of her legs, increasing the length of her neck, airbrushing her body, and restructuring her face. Unfortunately, these are the kind of features girls try to mimic. How can our culture change this? In order to change, our culture must stop portraying fraudulent images in the media. In recent years, media-generated images of the female body have been far from the truth. In doing so, we are exposing women to many negative aspects that come from pursuing this impractical dream.